The worst kept secret in football is finally been revealed. This is the biggest transfer episode we're ever going to see on my channel. Certainly this transfer window. This is the biggest episode I could bring you. This episode isn't about one player though. We have 4 more than just that one player in this one that's still going to shock you. And I'm still going to teach you a thing or two. If you guys are enjoying these transfer videos here on my channel, drop a like and a thumbs up down below. Let's smash 5,000 likes for the most ultimate transfer episode here on my channel ever. Also guys, I'm posting stories on Instagram now. I'm not doing Snapchat stories, you know, just like to mix it up a little bit, be different from everyone else. Check me out in the description, RossiHD over there. But let's talk in, more walking. Let's get into these transfers. I can't wait to talk and announce these players. It's just huge. First player is Jesse Rodriguez. Now this is a guy I featured in last week's, rumor transfer episode. Okay, so we announced it last week as a rumor, and this week it's announced as confirmed. Rodriguez obviously can't see his chances at Real Madrid being, he just sees himself getting more of a chance at PSG basically, and with a lot of players like there are at Real Madrid, Bale, Rodriguez, Ronaldo, obviously, players like that. How is Rodriguez going to really replace them, ironically? So he's gone to PSG, another world-beating club. Now, they've signed him for £21.2 million, so not bad, a bit of a deal there. It's not too bad compared to other players. Now, being a young footballer, being a big prospect as well, we signed a whopping 5-year deal. But let me talk about what's actually really interesting in this player. We reported this last week, and I'm going to do the same again today. Rumour has it in his contract and in the deal selling to PSG that he is not allowed to be sold on to Barcelona. That's what Real Madrid have put in the contract. So if they want to resell him, PSG, if they want to sell him on, they cannot sell him to Barcelona because they are, a rival of Real Madrid. That is what say in the contract. How crazy is that in football? I haven't really heard of anything like that before this, so that is really crazy to hear. And guys, let me know in the comment section down below if you ever heard of anything like that. So this is crazy, alright? We have Scott Sinclair as the next one. Now this is a little bit of an interesting deal. That's why we are featured it in this episode, because there's some information you won't even be aware of. So he scored the winner on his debut the other day in like the 81st minute or something like that, which is just absolutely insane. So good start for him, definitely. Following his £3.5 million move to Celtic, he is rejoining manager Brendan Rodgers. Now what do I mean by rejoining? Well, this is actually the 3rd time he's going to be working with Brendan Rodgers. The 3rd time of working with a manager. That's right lads, that's pretty crazy. The first time was at Chelsea when he was a teenager. Some of you may not know that. And obviously his time at Swansea when Brendan Rodgers was there. So he must like Brendan Rodgers. He must like working with him, because obviously he's the manager of Celtic now and they're working together for a 3rd time. You don't really hear that much in football. But what a start he had to his career. He scored the winner against Hearts last week in the 81st minute. It was a good little finish as well. He's immediately started scoring goals. What a start for him. Time to move on to the 3rd player. They both have been really interesting so far. But obviously we got bigger guns. We got bigger guns to look at in this episode. Next up is super interesting on a super weird level. We've got Thomas Van Marlen, who's won numerous titles now. He hasn't played a lot of football in the last few years. He suffered with really big injury problems. I think he won a title for Barcelona with not even playing a single game or something like that. So, I mean, that's pretty crazy. Since joining in 2014, he's only played 21 times for Barcelona, so that's not really a lot considering 2 years he's been there. He was unable to make his debut until the last game of the season due to injuries which kept him on the sidelines. So, he went the whole season and he made his debut on the last game. But that's right, lads. He has gone out on loan to Roma, so that is probably a decent move for him. He's going to get some minutes, hopefully. Hopefully, he can sort this injury problem out and hopefully get back to his best. So, in this deal, there is an option for Roma to buy him. So, if everything works out, Van Marlen plays well, Roma are happy with him, Barcelona don't want him, there is an option for them to sign him. We know he's a good defender on his day. We know about the injury problems. Now, Roma have taken him on with the injury problems. They got a chance to sign him. Will they make it happen? Will he make it work for him? I guess only he will know that. It's a crazy one. You can't predict these injuries. Okay, this is one of the most expensive Premier League players ever. Okay, and I'm not talking about the big one that you all think I'm going to be talking about, because he's coming last. Next up, we have John Stones, who's gone from Manchester City. No, sorry. From there, he's gone to there from Everton for £47.5 million. English players are just valued so highly, and this young centre-back, the 22-year-old, has been valued at nearly £50 million and been bought for nearly £50 million. But what's interesting about this, he signed a 6-year deal with Man City. Now, you don't see a lot of 6-year deals, for example. We see a lot of 5 years for young talent, but 6 years is insane, and he signed it with Man City. 6-year deal, that is humongous. What happened here was City actually leaked the transfer before it was confirmed, so they had to confirm it pretty ASAP. Now, well, I'll tell you what happened. Stones was named in City's official Champions League squad published on the UEFA website before the transfer was even confirmed. So when they had to announce a Champions League squad, they put John Stones in it before the transfer was even confirmed. So basically they announced it without even meaning to. Now, I don't know whose fault this is, UEFA's fault or or Man City's fault, or I don't really know whose fault it is, but it's pretty crazy. They had to announce it straight away. They literally did. Within an hour or two after that mistake on the website, they thought we have to announce it now, get the deal done, you know, get it sharpish, and they did. £47.5 million for John Stones. Now, Everton have signed a replacement already, which will feature in next episode. If you want to drop a like on this video, I'll show you it to you. Smash a thumbs up, 5,000 likes, I'll show you the replacement, but let's get into the biggest transfer in the world. Let's talk about the biggest transfer in the history of football. Manchester United have re-signed, shall I say, Paul Pogba for a world record transfer fee of £89 million. I can't even believe I'm saying this. The 23-year-old returns after 4 years away, having left United for Juventus for £1.5 million back in 2012. So, you know, big money difference, a very big money difference. Jose Mourinho has actually come out and said that Pogba could be the heart of the club for the next decade, so that is a big shout. Pogba signed a 5-year deal with next option of a 1 year extra at the end. Now, obviously, John Stones has signed a 6-year. Pogba's only signed a 5-year, and he's world record transfer fee. Yes, there is an option at the end, but it's still only a 5-year deal compared to John Stones. Like, that 6-year deal is pretty different. You don't hear that often. So United will pay their Italian champions €105 million for Pogba, plus €5 million, £4.5 million in performances related bonuses and other costs, including if Pogba signs a new contract at the end or throughout his time there. You know, just there's other bonuses. It won't be £89 million, probably be more than that in the end. So this fee obviously makes him more expensive than players like Gareth Bale, Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously Luis Suarez. It makes him more expensive than them. Question is he worth it? And we won't know until we see how he actually does this season. We'll have to give him a chance, obviously. I mean, he's very confident. He's a very good player. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed this insane transfer video, make sure you drop a like and a thumbs up down below. Subscribe for more transfer videos here on my channel. Take it easy. Have a good week. Peace.